deeply, our life is a confusion, a mess, a misery, an agony. The more sensitive we are, the more the despair, the anxiety, the guilt feeling. And naturally, we want to escape from it because we haven't found an answer. We don't know how to get out of this confusion. We want to go to some other realm, to another dimension. We escape through music, through art, through literature, but it is just an escape. It has no reality in comparison with what we are seeking. Why are we so confused? Not just sometimes, but constantly. We search for answers, clarity, direction, yet our minds keep spinning, searching, analyzing, getting nowhere. Krishnamurti invites us to stop, not to fix the confusion, but to look at it, to observe without judging, to stop trying to control the noise and begin to understand its source. To understand the confusion and conflict that exists in ourselves, we must be aware of it, watch it without judgment. Confusion, he says, arises when we try to force conclusions, when thought races ahead of perception, when we cling to fear, to comparison, to the past. We want certainty, but we're never present enough to see clearly. A confused mind cannot find truth, it can only project its own confusion. So what do? Nothing. Literally, nothing. We become still, not passive, but attentive. In that inner stillness, we begin to see, not through effort, but through awareness. In the interval between two thoughts, there is an extraordinary sense of stillness and silence, and in that silence, truth is found. Inner silence is not something to be cultivated. It comes naturally when you understand the whole process of thinking. We don't need to silence the mind forcibly. We need to relate to it differently, to see thought not as the enemy, but as a movement we can witness. When the mind is still, not made still, not disciplined into stillness, then the unknown, the immeasurable can come into being. A quiet mind is not a dull mind, it is a very active, alert, watchful mind. In essence, Krishnamurti's view on confusion is that it is a product of our own minds and their conditioned responses. By understanding the nature of thought and cultivating choiceless awareness, one can potentially transcend confusion and find a deeper sense of clarity and freedom. The world offers 1,000 solutions. More books, more methods, more noise. But confusion is not solved through accumulation. It dissolves in presence. Freedom is not at the end of evolution. It lies in the first step you take in full awareness. We don't need to silence the mind forcibly. We need to relate to it differently, to see thought not as the enemy, but as a movement we can witness. When the mind is completely quiet, not seeking, not pursuing, not running after something, then there is clarity. So the next time you feel confused, don't reach for the next answer. Instead, pause. Let the confusion speak. And listen, not with fear, but with attention. Because in that quiet space, you may discover something far deeper than any answer. Your own clarity. When the mind is still, not made still, not disciplined into stillness, then the unknown, the immeasurable can come into being. Krishnamurti reminds us that clarity isn't something we find, it's something we uncover by staying present. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below or share the video with someone who might need it today. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more insights like this. Stay aware. Stay free. Thanks for watching.